Hello everybody. Today is 5/22/2015. I got a piece from China that I'd like to talk to you about. It's coming from AOL. USS South China Sea reclamations stroke inability. Basically, China's trying to snatch land from around the South China Sea. Let's see here. I just read this. Yes. South China Sea is undermining freedom, or the dispute over China's reclamation of the South China Sea is undermining freedom and stability risks, provoking tensions between could even lead to conflicts, said the United States Secretary of State Anthony Blinken told a conference in Jakarta. Basically, this is the dispute, folks. China claims 90% of the South China Sea, which is believed to be rich in oil and gas. It claims overlapping with those of Brunei, Malaysia, Philippines, Vietnam, and Taiwan. And I'll go ahead and I'll show you a map of this in a minute, just so you and I and everybody here can quickly understand what this is really about. But recent satellite images of China has made rapid progress in filling in land in contested territories and basically little islands and building airstrips suitable for military use, as it may be planning. Let me just go ahead and I'm fiddling with my mouse for a minute. My camera's fine, everything's good. Let me just show you real quick as to the disputed region. So the disputed region, as soon as this comes up, come on. The disputed region, folks, there we go, is the one that we're all pretty much thinking of. This is the South China Sea. Basically, China over here thinks that 90% of this is theirs. And according to this article, they're building where they can build, they're setting foundations up, they're claiming as much territory as they can, setting up buildings. I don't know so much about airstrips and stuff of that nature so much, but I imagine to get around and shit like that, you and I know that obviously they need a few airports and stuff of that nature. This is my concern, folks. Alright, we got Taiwan here. That's an area that is very disputed. We got Vietnam here. That's an area that's been heavily disputed in the world. Philippines, heavily disputed with them. I don't know exactly where this cuts off, but they said Malaysia, that's over here, near next to Kuala Lumpur. Singapore's here. Jakarta, they said that's where the conference was, so that involves Indonesia. That involves Papua New Guinea, which no doubt involves parts of Australia. So if they're over in this area here, you bet your ass Australia's going, hey, fuck you, go away, go away, go away. Oh, I didn't mean to zoom in. Okay, well, despite some of you not liking me to swear, this and that, and everything else, here's the situation. This is the South China Sea right here, right? Okay, so this is the line between the South China Sea and the North Pacific Ocean. Okay, this is the furthest island on supposed ground called Here we go. Here are basically the American Samoas. And let it all go back to where it was, because this is kind of getting crazy. Here we go. Okay, I can't really do this much, but so Pia is over here and Papeete is over here. I believe those are in American territory. Nope, American Samoa. Okay, according to this, I believe that is in the South China Sea still. So they got all these little islands over here that they're probably trying to get to in shape or in one form or another. No, I don't believe it's for military conquerage. I think it's for the oil and gas, and they're looking around the areas. That's my problem with it, folks. You guys are over here. So you got basically the South China Sea over here. Sorry. And no. Oh, okay. And you have our area over here between the North Pacific Ocean and the South Pacific Ocean, which obviously just lines on a map. It's not really a real territory. But they have to kind of go there and respect that boundary, just like they have to respect the Pacific Sea and the Indian Ocean. So if you travel into, sorry, this is just going mad crazy, into the North Pacific Ocean or the Indian Ocean, China is trespassing in international waters, or the South. There's the South. So my biggest concern is that they're building all this stuff, and I wouldn't be too concerned as an American. I would be more concerned if I was in Papua New Guinea or if I was in New Zealand. I don't know. New Zealand's pretty far south. I wouldn't be so concerned, but definitely mainland Australia. I would be concerned. I know Australia sent, or we sent U.S. Marines into Australia because China was being aggressive there for a long while. I remember that like 2-3 years ago, I think it was. And we had to back them up somewhere around here. And we actually sent missile batteries and everything else. So they thought it was going to that we had to go over there and flex the muscle. So basically, the behavior is threatening to set new precedent whereby large countries are to intimidate smaller ones, and that provokes tension and instability and can lead to conflict for all obvious reasons. I'm trying to get to this. I don't think it's going to show me. I don't think it's going to let me. Alright, I'm pretty much locked out right now. But you understand. So, right now, it looks like I'm locked. Oh, no, they just unlocked me. Okay, that's good. So I can show you some disputed territory here in the photos. Alright, some of these are going to be military. I don't know if this is the U.S. or China, to be honest with you, or could be Australian for all I know. I don't think it's going to tell us. And it just froze again. So, oh, there we go. Okay, it unfroze. So it didn't tell me who this is, if this is indeed China. This looks like U.S. guys or Australians, so I don't even know what this is or what this isn't. Yeah, see, it says U.S. troops take their positions for an assault exercise in the West Philippines. So basically, these guys, in case shit hits the fan, this was Tuesday, April 21, at the Naval Education and Training Command Center in San Antonio Township, Zambales Province, north of Manila, Philippines. So, like I told you guys, we got guys on the ground watching this shit. We have guys sitting in Australia's backyard watching this shit. Watching this. So I wouldn't even be concerned. They can call Obama a crummy commander-in-chief and everything all they want. But the generals on the ground and the captains on the ground and the colonels and all the military guys there make the final call to what's going on. If they see China about to goddamn invade Australia or New Zealand or make a move toward American Samoa or something like that, we put the boots on the ground and we handle our shit. We handle our stuff. We don't fuck around, and we stop the tyrants where the tyrants need to be stopped. I was reading another page yesterday, the day before, on something similar to this. It was on the takeover of the territories in the area. And India said, I'm not kidding, and I can't find the page for whatever reason. India actually said that they would supply something close to, what was the number? I want to say, I want to say something like 3 million troops, if necessary, to push China back into wherever in the hell they're going to be. And India said they would definitely do this. Uh, what I would, I first off, I didn't know they had 3 million to just push into the region. But being a very compact country, having a large military, which I didn't even know they had that many. I mean, honestly, I think our military is capped at like maybe 4 million. I would honestly believe it's under 4 million at this point, standing troops. And for India to say that they could supply somewhere between, like, I think they said 3 and 8 million combat ready troops to push China back if the international community and everybody else needed the support, because they were one of the more densely populated countries. And I guess they were in the Jakarta region or whatever it was. I don't know. I haven't found the page anymore. I think they took it down for something. I know it was acting up with a bunch of ads and shit. So, but that's what that was about. Australia, I don't know what they're doing there. I imagine they have probably 250,000 troops on China's back door just waiting. I imagine New Zealand probably stepped up, put troops on in Australia. I'm sure everybody in the region has NATO or UN guys there waiting. I'm positive if this thing comes to a shooting war, it will be covered. Um, we've been hearing a lot of bad stuff coming from Australia about its government and about how bad it is over there and how it makes Obama look like a teddy bear. But over there, it's like Europe. Their guns are gone, people. The Australian citizens have no guns except for in the bushes, the bush country. And at that point, that's when your militia guys would show up. But that isn't that. It's not like here where every gun owner in the United States has a dozen, 2 dozen, 4 dozen guns. Over there, I think you'd be allowed a pistol and a hunting rifle. That would be it. And I think they regulate the amount of ammo and everything else. So it's not like here. I don't see it spilling over, but I remember about 2 years ago, like I said, we did send about 2,500 Marines over there to, I don't know, guard, do training, whatever in the hell. I don't know what it was. But according to this, also on Tuesday, April 21, we have guys in the Philippines watching it, so I wouldn't even be concerned, but if shit does hit the fan, we'll know about it first, I'm sure. I still say we send in all the militias first. Hey, that's what I believe. Why waste the military guys? You can send in the militias. Makes good sense. Get the veterans in there.